crop tops.
Let her do her. Hey, Tiff, we just got a victory out in this bitch. Don't do friends.
I thought I'd never hear it, baby. What a nice summer present. Amen.
Bro,
I ain't even listen to no new friends, nigga.
Yeah, fuck them niggas.
I just don't
Fuck
need.
them niggas, cause down for my niggas.
Yeah, like I definitely hit my no new friends level. Didn't think I'd get here. I'm mostly like, oh my god, yay!
You know the thing about you two? Let me air out some shit.
Air it out.
Like I was about to say, at first it was just the niggas, like just any niggas. But you've been getting mad new friends, and even the women. I ain't gonna call them bitches, but even the women, I'm like, who the fuck is these women? Like, these not even. You have a pretty good friend record. Even the friends I ain't think was cool, super dope. But these new niggas,
Oh,
they be appearing to be all that, but they ain't all that.
yeah, that's and that's the gotcha. That is why we have this saying, no new friends, because I don't know if the time wasting is like a game to some people, but just show me who you are up front.
Sure.
Like I am so sick and tired of the surprises and the like why are you apologizing for shit so egregious? Like, we could have been talked about this.
Like,
It's weird. So I've hit the
weird.
It's getting weird in the air. So I hit the no new friends level because, you know, I like where I'm at with my. What's wrong? What the matter? What the matter with your face?
Gonna Killer was not gonna be in a new season of Hunter x Hunter, and I'm upset.
She was looking up anime shit.
They not gonna be in it, Thomas. Why would they even bring it back?
Like together or just at all?
They're not at all.
Wow, that's crazy. Cause you brought up Hunter x Hunter in our animation therapy segment.
I actually
right?
kind of feel emotional.
I'm upset.
Speaking of animation therapy, music therapy.
That wasn't the smoothest of transitions,
We
but
still gotta announce the podcast.
it was a good.
Yeah.
It was a good attempt.
Thanks.
I like
Okay.
E for effort. She
said-
tried.
She said, "Sure."
Oh my god! But Sid at the concert had amazing transitions. That shit was crazy.
Even from the snaps that you had, I was like, would have threw my panties again. And my face would have been like on my face this time. So
I really did think about throwing my bra, but like if it there were just really big bras up there. It really,
that bra was fucking huge. I was like,
yeah. And like mine was kind of like old, so like I'd be embarrassed if it like smelled weird and had like armpit stains. Like I would be like,
Someone introduce this podcast.
Oh, this is the check-in podcast.
welcome back, y'all. This is Tall Twin here.
This is Small Twin here.
This is Soul. Did it.
Hey, Soul did it, gang, DJ Soul.
DJ Proper introductions.
Very much so. So today, what are we talking about?
I was about to say animation therapy.
Well,
Well,
close.
we're talking about music.
Music.
No music.
Hey.
Hey.
You know, spit hard to her hand clap. She ain't wet, so it's let's stop before we get turned off. Shout out, Lil Mama, for your small career.
Oh.
Was it not small? Was that wrong? Was it wrong? Was it bigger than I thought? Oh no! I was a Lil Mama fan. I had her album on my iPod.
Oh. Okay.
Eggs, bacon, grits, sausage.
I just wasn't expecting the emphasis
Shade?
on this. Yeah. Emphasis, shade,
Some.
emphasize.
I'm just, when I'm wrong, I'll be corrected, baby.
All right.
Her career's still bigger than mine, so I guess I can give her that.
Hopefully she don't listen to this and like fucking be like, hey yo, fuck the check-in twins.
Lil Bow Wow can beat my ass any day. Just kidding.
No, he can't.
I'm just kidding. No, for real. I'm a Lil Mama fan.
Oh shit.
I like her music. Even the weird songs that she released a couple years ago. But.
She's back now. There's a weird song that was released a couple of weeks ago. I don't know what it's called.
We gonna get to the therapy part?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
yeah, music
so,
therapy in relation to animation therapy.
Yep. So how you been feeling therapized?
No. Immediately no. Immediately. Stop.
Therapized?
No, I don't like that. I don't want to make therapy a verb.
Therapized.
No, not that. Never that. But
It does therapize me.
See?
y'all want to know something crazy?
Therapized is a word. It is today. Go ahead, small twin. What amazes you?
So I was looking at music therapy master programs.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I need y'all to think in the mindset of what I'm about to be doing in Baltimore.
Could understand that.
Oh yeah, that sounds lit.
Bruh.
I don't want nothing to do with that though.
You want nothing to do with that? You want
For
to
me
take part in my
Like-
studies? You want me to...
I want you to complete the first thing first, because I don't want you to ever feel bad about that.
Oh, yeah, no. I want that done.
Right.
For me to think about that.
Right. But then,
yeah.
after that,
Yeah.
I'm on the train with you.
Yeah, that's
And I think you would do really, really, really good at it.
Bruh.
It's just, like I said, the first thing first.
I'm going to finish that first thing.
Oh,
Don't you worry about
and
that.
when you finish that first thing, oh my God, it's up and it's stuck.
Oh, not stuck. Oh my goodness.
What Cardi B once said.
If it's up, then it's stuck. And it's up in your butt.
What?
Whoa.
In your gut.
Music therapy. So, sorry, you're just...
Oh my God.
I'm trying to keep it going.
Yeah,
I was on the same page y'all was on.
Up, stuck, but what?
Gut.
Can you do us the solid of just Googling music therapy?
Sure.
And just giving us whatever definition it rings off.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Because the folks might not know. You know, folks at home might not know what we talking about. You know.
People might not know that music therapy is even an actual thing.
I didn't know it was an actual thing till today.
Oh, for real?
Oh, for real.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
for real?
Oh, for real.
You say Rico put a 10-piece
In her grill? Yeah.
Okay. Music therapy. An allied health profession is the clinical and evidence-based use of music interventions to accomplish individualized goals within a therapeutic relationship by a credentialed professional who has completed an approved music therapy program. That is from the Wikipedia.
That's a lot of words. Sorry.
Now-
I didn't put that together at all.
So,
Just to be clear, too,
okay.
I want to, because you talked about being in the program. You also are a playlist poppy. Which I got to talk to you about something with that. But your homeboy who makes really good playlists doesn't make him a music therapist.
Right. So that's
And-
why I want to go to school and be certified.
Yeah, no, I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to the random people.
Okay.
I just want to make sure we're clear in this episode, because I think
Oh, yeah.
when music therapy actually, because we're going to be talking a lot of personal music that we enjoy and that we use for experiences, but I do, if I'm not mistaken, believe that music therapy also includes just a lot of like actual instrumental-esque music that is supposed to evoke certain emotions and different things like that. Like, not just like sitting down with a therapist and being like, well, what song makes you feel happy? Oh, is this Beyonce song? Okay, listen to it 8 times.
To
Like,
the
it's
left,
not,
to the left.
you know, they use specialized music to help aid people in certain situations. We're going to be talking about more secular known music that we enjoy that helps us. But just to be clear, it's not just like pick your favorite top 5.
Yeah, it's a lot deeper than that. Honestly, I think it seems like hypnosis to me.
I can see it. I can see that.
Like, there's an eyelash attacking my eyeball. Tiff, can you talk?
Yeah, so when I came into this, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. So I'm just sitting here being present and learning some shit because I don't really know what's being said.
Well, then let me add something. So in the month of April, when I was in North Carolina, one of my friends. Can you stop dying?
I'm sorry.
If you're gonna die more quietly.
Being very disruptive. perspective. Go ahead, Thomas. Gosh.
When I was in North Carolina, I went to a friend named. Oh my God!
I'm sorry.
You want to go blow at her eye or something? Like,
No. All
Want me
right.
to lick your eyeball?
Y'all just keep talking. I'm gonna go to the mirror. I'll be back.
what? You have to be.
No, I'll hear you, and so I'll respond when I come back in. I just.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, let's talk to you about her.
First of all, how she just comes flicking her eye?
Like,
Like, bitch, this your first time blinking? First time seeing it? I could be an ancient friend if I wanted to. All right.
You just start spilling out.
Yeah.
And the friends we talking about is. Let me stop. Music therapy.
Are y'all talking shit?
Music therapy.
Why y'all talking shit, bro?
Oh, you already back?
Yeah, it went away as soon as I got up.
Oh, okay.
All right. I guess only the check-in fans will know what we said.
Yep.
Shit.
I was going into a story, if you don't mind.
Sorry. Okay.
When I went to North Carolina, I went and visited a friend named Yoli Muniz.
Julio?
And she's gotten into like holistic healing practices and stuff. One of them called Reiki.
Yes.
And I had a Reiki session with her. And absolutely amazing. Go follow Yoli Muniz 7. And the one thing that I do remember is the music, because the music that was used specifically for that Reiki session was so beautiful, and it was able to at least put me, like, one, calm my mind, but put me in the mindset to be able to accept the energy and the practices that were happening. And I almost want to say, like, it allowed my mind to be able to travel from my body. And I truly believe without that music aiding that process, that it would have been a tougher experience, at least for me, because I'm so auditory and everything.
Yeah.
That was just the bed that I needed to lay on. Like, there was the physical, actual ground bed, but that was for my mind.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
That's sexy.
Beautiful. And like sound healing.
Mm-hmm.
God, I love them fucking bowls, boy. And them bowls start.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way she just followed up my story.
That's your friend.
Ain't no way she brought up this topic. He came through it.
Is that not how they sound?
Oh my God.
I love them. Okay, they're
I know what
weird.
you're talking about.
They're weird. You know, it is weird, but it's so comforting. Like
Well, I think
vibrations and sound. It is healing. Frequencies.
yeah, there are some that are tuned to the frequency of your heart. Legitimately.
I love that. And that again, it's like on par with some hypnosis shit. Like it's really, yeah, it's really.
It's so crazy how there are like sounds out there that can really bring you peace, and then there are sounds that I'm like, wow, I would murder a room full of babies if I heard this sound. Yeah, like smacking, hate this sound. Cats meowing sometimes. Air out a room full of babies. You know what I'm saying?
There's one of those crinkle sounds. Is it crinkling styrofoam or crinkling aluminum? It's like crinkling
Forks on plates.
I can eat my room. Like, I don't know what you
Air
want
out
right
a room. Air out a room full of babies.
oh, like nails on the chalkboard or
Yeah.
something like
Yeah,
that.
it's
Really
just-
sends vibrations down your spine.
It's
now.
odd
Literally.
how like repulsive some sounds can be. It's just very strange.
Because it's not attuned to the frequencies of your heart.
No, they're just evil. Those are sounds that are in hell.
Those are tuned to the frequencies of hell.
Yes.
Attuned to the frequency of hell. Alright, so
You're
it's very interesting that you brought that up.
hell.
Because there are music artists that literally bring me repulsion to the earballs. And sometimes those artists. Are you okay?
I'm sorry. It was the continued attempt to transition.
I have to keep keep going until I find my thought. I found it.
Okay.
I'm going to talk about horrible picks at the Soundgarden. When people play noise, it sounds like noise to my ears. I get so upset when people play bullshit. I've had 2 bad picks at the Soundgarden. I worked there happily. I'm not going to tell you when because of safety reasons, but there's a bat in the back. So if any of you try to pull up, just kidding. I don't have any enemies yet. What? That's crazy. Christopher Maloney Lawson.
Motherfucker. I'm not doing this.
He said, I'm not.
Anywho, yeah, so the Soundgarden,
Mark there.
every employee gets to do a pick, right? A pick is like you pick music to play.
Right.
It can be new music, so we'll just stream it if it's still sealed. If it's used, we'll either pop it in the CD player or play it on the vinyl player. So sometimes people will make picks that are bad to be funny. It's not funny.
Oh, to be funny.
I think so. I can't imagine they actually like. That's horrible. That's bad.
People got bad taste.
There's a reason why it's on vinyl.
I just listen.
This visceral.
I have no artist in particular that's in mind, but I know that like there are certain people that will pick some things, and I'm just like, noise. This is noise. This is noise. Nobody is on beat, on tune, or on time. This is noise.
So, a Blueface record?
Bruh, basically, but like for a folk singer. You know? Imagine Blueface doing folk music.
Blueface, baby.
He said, Blueface, baby.
No, it's... Yes. So, talking about bad noises. Noises that are bad to your ear holes. And the noises that I hear sometimes without a choice in it.
So,
made me think of the sound.
there was an artist, I'm not gonna say who this is, but you know who this is. We were in the kitchen one day and I was like, oh, remember this artist? Is she still making music? And then we also discovered that another person we know was making jingles. But this other artist, that is noise. You know, when I pulled up her music, if we're gonna say that, on Spotify and listened to it, I was like, wow. They really just let you put whatever you want up on here.
Okay, but can we even have these opinions if we don't make that art?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're consuming it.
Wow.
You are making this for it to be consumed. If I am throwing up trying to consume your things, you're not doing a good job. And it's different between I don't have the taste for it and it's literally salmonella in my ear holes.
I feel like most album reviewers don't make music.
Most album reviews. I think they should though.
No, you
like
want to hear from
everybody should work at McDonald's. Kind of like one of those things.
you want to hear from the people who do it, but they don't necessarily speak from the same ears or same level as the people that don't.
But that could be a disadvantage.
Both ways, I think.
I need to be able to work at McDonald's to know if these fries is cooked right. I'm just saying, like granted, you guys are a lot more in the music world than I am. I am a regular fucking consumer.
I'm basic. What you mean?
Be quiet. Anyway,
She's.
I am a regular consumer.
You're super. Yes.
I am
super basic.
Like, yes, that's with popular music. When they're like, "Oh, the bitches gonna love this." The bitches is Tiffany. It's fine. I'm okay with that.
But we have
I
the
will
same
listen
taste.
to albums that I realize like this is not an album that's going to top charts. Like, I can listen to an album and go, the purpose of this was not to make a whole bunch of money. The purpose of this was this artist wanted to put out art that they cared about and that was special to them.
Yes.
And I can fucks with that. It might not be something I play all the time, but I can listen to that work of art objectively and go, this is not shit I'm going to play while I'm cleaning my house, but it's a nice body of work.
Yeah.
There's a difference between that and your body of work just being boo-boo. If I listen to this shit and I'm just like, this is fucking trash, it's trash. I might not be able.
Telling somebody their art is trash is not. That's how you get beat up.
Make better art.
But they
like so.
all right,
So, like,
we're definitely on a tangent from
No, we're
music
not.
area.
No, we're gonna bring it. I'm gonna bring it together. I was gonna ask y'all what album changed your life.
But
So,
that did
like,
She's talking about albums.
so like real quick. So, my work husband,
Yes.
his wife is a photographer.
yes.
And so I expressed to him, which he was like, "No, I have this too," which he's learned photography and he can use the words and understand. But sometimes you can look at a picture and you go, "That's a beautiful fucking picture." You don't know why you don't know the exposure or the brightness or saturation or the angles and shit. You can't put into words as a regular person why that picture is beautiful.
Right.
But you know that it is. And I
Right.
think there's like a certain level of objectivity for everything where it's like it's either good or it's not.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some shit that's like, all right, this picture is pretty. I'm not hanging it in my house, but it's pretty.
Yeah.
And then there's, what the fuck is this? Like, nobody's gonna take their 4-year-old's painting and go like, oh, let me put this next to the Mona Lisa. We can objectively all agree that that shit is trash.
Right.
That's okay. Yeah.
Even though some of the top painters be having 4-year-old looking paintings.
Yeah.
And once again, that's the objective part of it. But that opinion to me is just as valued in my opinion, as the one of the master or the person that's been making it or this and the third. There are different contexts, and should the fan or the person who's just viewing it, consuming it, should sit down in certain conversations, but that doesn't invalidate their opinion.
Okay.
I think the purpose behind your art matters. And if the purpose of your art is to make this palatable to consumers, then you need to make that shit palatable. If you're making art because it means something to you, and you at the end of the day want to sit down and feel proud of yourself for whatever the fuck you put out, whether people like it or not, that's a whole different conversation, and I'm not going to get in your booty hole about it. But if you try to make some shit that niggas is going to like, I'm going to get in your booty hole because I don't like it.
Alright. What albums were influential in your lives? What albums changed your life? Don't know answer at once.
I don't have an album.
Not one?
There's shit that I like. There's shit that reminds me of a simpler time in my life. There's that meme that roams fucking social media where people are like, what was I listening to at fucking 4th grade that I was scream singing and crying shit I had nothing about, knew nothing about. Like, do you feel like like none of us should have felt any type of connection to that song, but we were scream singing it and we thought that shit was lit. Probably most of us were not abused, and if we were, we didn't know it at the time. But hey,
Every song is at home.
crying all alone on the bathroom floor because you're hungry. Like, we was jamming to that shit. I think there's just certain music that connects you with a time period that makes you happy. I think there's certain music that connects you with a feeling that maybe you've never felt before, connects you to a movie, or just any music can just create such an environment that you're like, this is an environment I want to be in. So like for me, I don't have an album. I do have like, there's no particular Linkin Park song, but I do feel very connected to Minutes to Midnight as well as Meteora, because I felt like that was the first time that I heard music that kind of gave me the outlet to think outside of like, oh, I'm just a black kid and I like church and R&B. Like this was like, oh, I feel rage in my heart, and this is singing the song of my rage heart. But it wasn't something that I would just go play. It wasn't something that technically made me feel good. It just made me feel like I wasn't alone in that headspace. But like, again, I don't have a lot of albums that I'll just be like, ooh, I'm gonna listen to that shit.
Interesting. I remember when I played my mom Crawling by Linkin Park.
Yes.
But the reanimation version, the crawling, however you say it, with the vowels taken out of it, I played it to her and I was like, this is how I feel. And she was like, okay.
I remember getting in trouble.
Really?
When I was listening, I had my freaking CD players, how old this shit fucking was. I was going to the library.
Shout out to Porter CD players.
Shout out to your local library, because they had a lot of albums that I threw on my iPod. I didn't buy shit. But I listened to that CD over and over again. We were on vacation, and my dad ended up pulling that was back when they had a little album that had lyrics in it. So I had the actual album because I like to look at the lyrics. He was reading the lyrics and he was like, "What is this?" And he yelled at me in the airport. He was so upset. My mom was like trying to defend me, and I'm like, I just like that music. Because it wasn't, Linkin Park is not grossly inappropriate compared to, music we might grow up listening to as a black kid.
Yeah.
It's not sexually inappropriate. It might be a little, violent. Yeah. But in the grand scheme of things, not the worst band to ever listen to.
Yeah.
So that was my memory of that. And I was just like, I felt so defensive of that music because I was like, this makes me feel like I have feelings that matter. Yeah. Don't take my feelings from me.
Yeah, and that's why my connection to music is so serious, because it's just like these are all the feelings that I don't have the vocabulary to say. So I hold this is a sacred space. This has a sacred space in my heart.
I don't think I was ever this album changed my life kid. I would say I fall in the hip hop saved my life side. Okay. So I have 2 albums that I give credit to for that. Ludacris, Red Light District, and Jay-Z, The Black Album. Those are the earliest that I feel like I consumed and actually was like, whoa, wait a minute.
Whoa there, brother.
This is an art form. What is happening here? What's these feelings in my heart? Because after that, comes tracks. Once again, the Save My Life I wouldn't put, but that come at the perfect time and are the perfect feelings. A lot of my friends would definitely point towards your man's Cuddy's album.
Man on the Moon too. That's what I was gonna say.
I had a feeling.
Yep.
I had a feeling.
Yep.
A lot of people were gonna point to that. Like I know a lot of friends that were probably facing depression around that time, and that was their solace. So to say that changed, like,
shit was sad.
But for me, I'd more count to tracks or like you said, music brings me to moments in my life. So I know I have memories like, as soon as I played this, I know exactly where I was. If anything, I'm also going to throw credit to music that I'm going to throw credit to Soulja Boy. Once again, not going Soulja Boy itself. Not going to say I still got the CD too. Not going to say it changed my life, but that was definitely a pivotal moment of like, oh wow, this man made this all in his crib by himself. They're like, you can do it. Like it was one of those type moments on like, you can do it inside your however you got it. You don't need the big studios and all that.
Yeah. Wow. That's guy gave really good answers. Okay, so I was obviously gonna talk about Cuddy. Obviously. Because Man on the Moon 2, that was a high school album. I remember I was doing driver's ed. And that was what everybody was listening to. It was all we were singing, all we were talking about. But like that was probably at a time where I was dealing with a lot of depression at the time and not knowing what it was. So everything you just said was spot on. I literally listened to the album over and over and over again just to validate the feelings that I was feeling and to also try to make sense of them. Like I didn't understand what was going on with me because depression it doesn't come with an explanation or instruction. It's just like, there you go. So it showed up in high school, and I was just like, what the fuck? What is wrong with me? And Cuddy dropped me on the one too, and I was like, this is what's wrong. But what's so happening? I'm not alone. Did you understand that? $20 for anybody that can understand what I just said. 20 NFT dollars.
I was about to say, what kind of dollars are these?
No, but that album was like...
It was Timothy removing his headphones like that meme.
Why? Because I said NFT dollars?
Continue the conversation. I'm getting FaceTimed.
Wow, you're getting FaceTime by these...
Oh my god.
You talking about I can't have best friends. That's crazy.
They're gonna ask me, how do I take my mic out?
Should I continue?
Yeah, we get to. Now y'all can talk shit about me. Then we need to leave.
I'm not. I live here.
I mean, honestly, this is good for
It was like, yeah, she.
Yeah, she. Good for nothing, no good, dirty, rotten, great-great-grandfather.
I do want to say though, like, Nia was definitely an artist that when he dropped, I scoured.
Oh yeah, me too.
I was like,
that was Destiny's Child.
I remember listening. It was LaDawn Black in the Love Zone because that's what I listened to when I was going to bed. I would like do my whole little turn down service, and I had a little boombox next to my next to my bed, and I would turn on 92Q, and I was listening to LaDawn Black. And the first time I heard So Sick, I was like, what is this? I love this song so much, and I couldn't find it on the internet because that was before like and YouTube, like you had to look like Windows fucking media player to try to find shit. And I'm like, no, it's Neo. It's not hyphen. I don't know. How do you spell it?
Yeah, I feel like LimeWire was a dark web. Honestly.
Yeah.
I really do. I just think it was a portal.
It was nasty. It was a nasty time for your computer.
Lime, lemon, and frostwire. I downloaded all them bitches.
It was like going to the hood of the internet, but in this hood, the cops don't even come. Like, you like, where am I? And I hope I'm safe because nobody can help me if I'm not, you know?
That was me trying to find unreleased Beyonce tracks.
Bro, I think, and now that I think about it, the last album that I can really remember, like, of like very like, oh my goodness, like in tears, Lemonade. I love a concept album. That's always my favorite. Neo has a lot of concept albums. Ironically, I learned this because the one album he had that I hated wasn't a concept album, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm a concept bitch. That's who I am.
Yeah, you're a storyteller.
That makes sense. It all makes sense. I wasn't making sense. It's fine. It's okay. But Lemonade, I remember watching the whole fucking video album, and I was just like, I feel this in my heart. Yeah. Fuck that nigga.
Lemonade was a special moment. Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm just.
He's throwing up the deuces.
I'm just playing with the lights.
Because he's leaving us.
I was just playing with the lights.
Okay. Voices and
but yeah, that was.
Niggas had to ask me how to change batteries.
How to change batteries? Useless.
I hope they don't listen.
I hope not either. Useless is what I said.
I will say that Beyonce's Lemonade album was I think the last album that I really sat there and listened to over and over again. And I was like, I really love that she put her whole soul into this album.
For sure. Yeah, that was okay. So, Kung Fu Kenny's new album did that for me. I think I've listened to Mother I Sober. Like, it might be my most played song because I'm like studying it.
I feel it.
I'm dissecting it.
I feel it.
And I really hope Dissect does. Like, I think that might be the first season of Dissect that I would listen all the way through. Like, I downloaded the Lemonade one, but I don't need this white man told me what this black woman meant. I don't know what shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he had black women, like, as guests all throughout. So he did.
It's not just him explaining. I listened to the Solange one.
He did his due diligence. Like, he's a good guy, but I can never get through like maybe the first 3 episodes before I'm just like, I don't have the attention span for this. But
it's a lot of information.
For Kendricks, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers,
Mr. Morale, yeah,
I will listen to that dissect because that album is deep, and I really feel like people are listening, and it's bothering me. I'm just like, what's wrong with you? Like,
I've been talking about that album a lot.
It really, it talks about some shit that like everybody's afraid to talk about, but I feel like we need these conversations in our communities like ASAP.
Literally on a normal listen, it might have 4 skips, maybe.
I would say 3.
And that's what I'm out of 18 songs?
Yeah.
Shit.
That's what I'm, like, it's, that is a concept album through and through.
I haven't listened to it.
Yeah.
Would definitely recommend.
Would definitely. The only thing. Kodak Black. That but.
Hard ER.
For real.
His use of Kodak is very
It's weird, but it's not. Like, I'm not surprised by it.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to let that gloss over.
Well, I have friends who refuse to listen to those tracks.
Yeah, but those tracks are fire. Like, they are. I just don't listen to his part. So
you just let it play.
I just let it play half the way.
It'd be nice if you could just get a cleansed version. Like, can you request like Mr.
Non-problematic version?
Mr. Lamar, can you strip each artist from your album, please?
Just for your special edition.
Yeah.
Truly, all the features were kind of pointless. Like, he could have put a J. Cole and this would have been a phenomenal.
He couldn't do We Cry Together by himself.
Oh.
And I need that track. Actually, and let me even go further. Even Summer, like, because that's one of my favorite songs, Purple Hearts. We're getting into a specific
tangent. But it's not. We're still talking about albums.
Shut the fuck up when you hear love. Alright, I'm sorry.
That's that bro.
It makes
so
my
great.
heart sing.
But alright, so let's move on. What about do we have any favorite genres?
R&B, hands down.
Hippity hop.
Hippity hop?
All the way.
All the way. Okay.
All the way.
Mine's is definitely, it alters depending on the year. So.
Tiff, real quick, what if she would have pulled out like bluegrass or
that would be wild.
Or said country?
That would be wild.
Missionary, have I ever heard you play?
Never.
Then she walks to her room and gets a cabinet full of vinyls that she's been hiding from us.
Who are you? Get out! Get out!
Fucking Dolly Parton is my bitch. Dolly Parton's dope.
Put that on a shirt. Dolly Parton is my bitch.
Love you.
Coming out from men and women.
I know I wouldn't flip the script like that, but I would say for the past 5 solid years, R&B for sure. But like prior to that, rap, but like hard ER rap, like yeah, I was just like,
oh, I know this. I'm sorry.
My inner ratchet, like, ugh. And there's no offense, no shade. Like, if you like that, that's fine. But I was just like listening. I have to be in a very specific mood to listen to the music that I used to love to listen to when I was like in college and high school. Like, it was really just. I don't know. Now I'm far more calm. I like a vibe. I like a much more chill vibe. But every once in a while, I listen to some chopped and screwed shit. Like, it just
like I either
makes my
need
soul happy.
R&B that makes me want to love again, or I need to listen to some shit that's going to be cutting it in the gym.
Yeah.
Like that's the 2 versions. That's it.
That's rap for me. Like now this year, I'm mostly listening to female rap artists. So,
Okay.
I mean, that's in my heavy rotation.
Right. Flo Milli kills you.
Milli shit.
Flo Milli,
Rico.
Rico,
Sugar Tree.
Miss Cam. I kind of want to meet her. Yeah.
What is your name? Miss Cam. Shout out Miss Cam.
Shout out Miss Cam. Like, and you know Miss Cam.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
heard that shit. Like, that's a Baltimore artist. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
shout out to her.
Baltimore. Oh, okay, Baltimore. So.
Oh my god, I saw this TikTok where the girl didn't even finish. It was a dude, and she was like, "Y'all, I went to Baltimore for my birthday," and he was like, "Stop. Why would you come here? Why would you come here for your birthday? Why? You might as well go to Afghanistan next time." I was like, "We got nothing but crackheads and chicken boxes." I was just
But
like,
there's nothing wrong with that, though. It gives.
if anybody flew out to Baltimore,
Fluing out to Baltimore is wild. To me.
that's strange.
But
I
like,
think it's only wild to us because we're here.
No, there's
don't get me wrong.
absolutely nothing to do there.
No, there's not a lot of things to do. There are some, but it's not a lot.
Like local shit. That's like me flying out to fucking, I don't know, San Antonio just to go to the fucking zoo. Nigga, we got zoos here. Like, what? We got an aquarium and some good ass food. That's it.
that's enough.
I always feel like, at least in my opinion, if people are smart, Baltimore is a dual trip to DC. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
I agree. But if you were gonna go to the DMV and the first thing on your list is Baltimore, I'm like, why?
Because the
We
wire.
lied to you and told you something was here because they gonna get your ass fucked up.
The inner heart. What she said, they gonna get your ass fucked up.
Like, you gonna be in a place where you think you safe and you not.
Yeah,
And I love Baltimore. I would go down there and talk to any crackhead any time of the day. I love Baltimore.
I actually, we had a conversation where we agreed that we feel safer in Baltimore than we do in DC.
Interesting.
all day, every day.
Yeah. Only because DC is very unpredictable
And
I can
it's
see
wild.
with the amount of chaos they want to cause.
I can see that.
Yeah, but
I told
Baltimore.
Sade, Baltimore is a land full of uncles.
Yeah.
There's just various different kinds of uncles there, and I'm
I
okay
can see
with
that.
that.
Okay. Okay.
Basically, and dirt bike boys and squeegee boys, which
Woo!
if you're like a black female, they won't fuck with you. Because I really do see them curse people be fucked. Like, it's terrifying. They're all up in the window, you're like, yeah, fuck you, for not giving you $1
Right.
for some shit I'd never asked for.
Yep.
I feel like a protected species in Baltimore.
Me too.
Like, I feel safe. I just feel safe. I feel home and safe.
I do too, but there are
But
some crazies.
If anybody in my family was like, "Oh yeah, I want to come out to Baltimore for my birthday," I'd be like, "Why?
I would take them to some spots.
What is
I would take them to some
this?
spots.
Is you want to fly out for your birthday to Baltimore? Not Atlanta, not New Orleans, not DC, Baltimore.
DC, Baltimore provides everything that DC provides, but more black.
Interesting.
I fully believe that. You just
You're not flying out here for your birthday. This is a weekend. This is like I got shit to do. Let me you do not come here for your birthday.
The food scene is good. It's not just crab cakes in Old Bay.
But I feel like the crab cakes is what you come for. Everything else you can find wherever the fuck else you want to go.
Also agree.
Like, there's nothing very special about Baltimore
So-
that you should just come here for a birthday outing.
the harbor is like a
Baltimore and Maryland is known for the seafood / crab cakes. They're really the crab cakes.
The seafood.
But like you said, you can kind of get like I don't know. I just had the local fry, right?
yeah.
Best wings I've had in a long time.
Oh, wings like the ones you're supposed to bring.
Yeah, exactly. But oh, you're laughing? Okay, but I could find the best wings in other cities
Yeah.
and be completely fine.
Baltimore has character that you can't get anywhere
I love
else.
it. No, because don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Especially as we're entering the summer, I'm about to be going out to the harbor where if they do it again every Wednesday, they're going to be like a Baltimore dance cipher and everything like that. And I'm falling in love with the Crown, just Baltimore culture in general.
Yeah.
There is a culture within Baltimore that we love and appreciate. It's just from the outside, like coming for a destination trip.
It's strange.
It's not the best. Yeah.
It's
It is
strange.
weird. It is weird. I guess it's not a red flag. Okay, how does that
That's like-
relate to music?
It
guys?
didn't.
You have led this
That was
ship
me. That was
all
me.
around
I'm
the
gonna take
iceberg.
credit for that one. That was on me.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
no,
you.
no,
Let's go to Milwaukee for our 30th.
All right,
That's
let's do it.
the equivalent.
I really wanted to go to Rhode Island for my 30th, but Milwaukee will do.
Cleveland is gonna be good to me one day.
Cleveland. Favorite genres.
We went.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Any artists we should watch out for?
Me? Hands down.
What's your stage
About to
name?
fuck this shit up.
What's your stage?
Oh, my stage name? I haven't really like solidified my
really-
stage name yet. So I'm thinking at this point it's probably just gonna be something a little different every time I hit the stage.
Every time you hit the stage.
Yeah.
Like it just your name gets shorter and shorter.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Like Diddy, you know, he's like Puff Daddy, and then he was like P Diddy, and now he's like Diddy, and then he goes
Brother
to Did
Love.
one day. Snoop Lion, you know, like
Yeah.
the options are endless. So I'm gonna just really come out, hit the stage. I'm gonna be like Big Titty Tiff, you know, one day, and then another day I might be like, look at these boats on my feet. Yep, that's gonna be my stage name. Boats on my feet, bitch.
Boats on my feet.
Out in this harbor.
Boats on my feet.
Boats on my feet, bitch. Boats on my feet, bitch.
I don't think I have any specific artists. However, I think I would tell people to start to pay heavy attention to these TikTok artists, right? Mm-hmm. It's a lot of them, don't get me wrong, but there's so many different ones that you can literally find what you like, first off. Second, a lot of them, especially the younger ones, are coming from, since we're talking about therapy, coming from a mentality of mental health and of they're saying things in a very literal way because it also attracts the content. So I'm thinking about the dude that made that like, motherfucker, I'm broke song, right? Like his music's actually tough.
It is tough.
And he's literally making situational music because of the content that goes along with it. So a lot of them, so I have this whole theory that like, not necessarily this upcoming generation of music, but the generation after is going to be hella TikTok artists. Because there's so much value in the audience that they garner first.
It is crazy getting popping on TikTok and not getting those videos taken down. Like,
I mean, it's their music and their content, so.
But I mean, even the people that use other people's music and then
like the sound?
Yeah, they figure out a way to put their music as the sound that you save. You've never seen that?
Are you talking about like it lists somebody else's music?
No, it'll be. What am I saying?
Because we did that.
Yeah. It's a strategy.
I get the algorithm, baby.
Trending sounds.
I do like that girl that be like.
Oh yeah, she tough.
But I like her acapella more than I like
Well, that's
who she
because
got in the studio.
because
She need to hire a DJ, so
she's got to figure out her
her sound.
her studio sound now. She's
She's a TikTok artist.
And them acapellas, that content is super strong. The message is great. It's when you throw it to a beat and when you throw it like it might not marry as because I know exactly what you're saying. I've listened to the song, like I don't get the same exact feeling.
Yeah.
But I'm also seeing tons of TikToks with with the acapella and have had a visual to evoke the feeling if that makes sense.
Yeah, there's definitely some songs I've heard on TikTok come on my Spotify, and I'm like, this sounds trash on Spotify. But on TikTok, I'd be like, oh my god, this is the shit. So.
I wasn't prepared for this question. I definitely have been playing the fuck out of one song in particular off King Lonnie's new album, Wish I Never. Fantastic. It samples Slick Rick's children's story. I love that.
I wasn't him.
You were him.
I haven't listened to the album yet.
Yeah, you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Oh my god.
See? Music nerds. And it's fucking fire. I don't know who it's about. It sounds like it might be about her baby daddy, and I thought they were friends. So it's kind of messy, but
Can you really be friends with a man you have kids with?
Yes.
I think that was their whole thing. It was just like, we're friends.
Oh wait, I see what you're saying. But yeah.
No? Okay.
I don't believe
Are
it.
you? But you asking? Are they never going to have sex again? Is that what you asking?
I'm just saying, can you be friends? And it sound like a hell motherfucking.
Could be aliens.
Yeah.
Don't sound like it from that song.
Oh, God.
True. But I've been playing that. Sid has a song. Her new album is called BHM. It's a bunch of letters.
Gotcha.
But it stands for Bust My Heart Wide Open.
Woo.
And I love that song.
Bullet
I
Bib.
feel as though, like, I definitely threw it on my playlist.
When you get in touch with your inner self and cry like a little baby bitch. We all have one.
Yep.
It's not personal.
That one.
Okay.
I definitely put it on there. And I've been listening, like, to feed my inner ratchet. Paris, Texas. They're like Brockhampton or they're like this weird dude duo. They have a song called Heavy Metal that I'm going to try to watch to this summer.
Nice.
Yeah, so kind of all over the place, very R&B heavy. Looking into what's new. I just got hip to Dost_music, which is like independent Desi artists. So I'm discovering new artists on there too. Like it's just I'm having a fun time in the music world. So a couple people I have my eye on.
About 50 minutes.
That's a good healthy episode. I think that's a good time. All right, Cletus, you want to close it out?
Sure. So, what do I always say? Remember, be kind to yourself.
Be kind to yourself.
Be kind to others.
Be kind to others.
Continue to be beautiful and healthy. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, bye. So aggressive.
So aggressive.
What the fuck's you doing?
What you doing, dummy?
Out of the box. Get out of the box.
Show's over, nigga.
Oh, shit. I wasn't expecting that.